My absolute favorite stat, you know what it is? Months of inventory. Months of inventory to me is what dictates what markets are. Buyers, sellers markets, right? A balanced market, in my opinion, is 4 months. I've read some articles that think it's 6. I think it's 4. And on average, for the markets in Chicago that we're doing this on is 2.7 months. So if somebody's like, how was the market in Q2? You could say, well, for the city on average, it was 2.7 months, which would mean it's a seller's market, right? So if somebody wants to ask me that, and then somebody's like, well, hey, Matt, I live in X. What do you think? Well, then I'm like, okay, well, I have the stat right here. You live in the near north side? Well, guess what? There's 4.2 months of inventory, right? 4 months is balanced, so that means it's a buyer's market. The Loop had 5 months of inventory, which would mean, guess what? That is a buyer's market. Then if I'm going down to the hottest market is Lincoln Park. They got 1.5 months of inventory. Lakeview's got 1.6. Westtown, 2.3. Logan Square, 1.8. Bucktown, Wicker Park, 1.8. Roscoe Village, North Center, 1.8. So the outskirts are hovering around an average of about 1.7, 1.9 months of inventory. And then the downtown markets, you're looking at, West Loop's at 3.4, South Loop's at 3.7. So they're hovering around like 4 to 4.2 months of inventory. So they're a balance, a slight edge to buyers, which is like horrible for the hottest time of the year to be around that. Like they used to hover around like a 2.5 to 2.8. The fact that they're at 4.2 shows you that's bad. Now, again, if I pulled just above $1 million, that number jumps up to about 8 to 9 months of inventory. A good thing to note is that number was like 18 months a couple of years ago. So it shows you when we talk about these 5-year cycles, it's getting better. And at the same time, like I remember just last year, a lot of the stuff in the outskirts was in that like 1.2 to 1.5. So we are starting to see a little bit of slowdown. Listen, a little bit. But what we can say is that based off the months of inventory, we could say that, guess what? It is a seller's market.